times they already gone by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I was lose the opportunity and fuck. Gon' make way for a prodigy.
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you? I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Kravitz half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she loved that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cut that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna look me at to tell her it's not that.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. But tonight we've got a good AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the LA Chargers. The second of two on this late season Saturday night. The Bills and Chargers, off we go in Week 16. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
That's a lovely run right This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Chargers at 9-5 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 7. Allen going to throw. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And Knox is going to have a Bills first down as he's up to the 24. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Here we go.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. Forced out to his left. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
Here's Hines. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And down he'll go at the 25. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. Shreds the tackle, and he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Ready.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10.
5-9, 5-9. Hey, OP. 21.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And some room to work. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. And compared this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Set.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. So how about the season, Charles, that he continues to put together? That's now 25 rushing touchdowns on the year. That's getting into some very rarefied territory.
Yeah, it made you and I do a little extra homework for this one in anticipation because that one moves him past John Riggins with 24. He draws even with Emmitt Smith at 25 in 1995. Next up, Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander with 27. And the guy on top, LT, LaDainian Tomlinson, the Hall of Famer, he had 28 in 2006.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Now a throw here to his running back. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's 3rd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Kenneth Murray, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot, and here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And the rookie Darius Davis deep for the Chargers. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here for Davis. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Hey, Ram. Go.
It's Eckler again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Ray.
Here's Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough.
Another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's got the 1st down and more. And he'll take this down the 40-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Herbert back to the air. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. To the air again, Herbert. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Ready.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Herbert now. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Running on first down, Eckler runs through the contact. And some room to run now. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 115 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 26-yard line. From the gun, a run by Spiller. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected.
red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Crowd right. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Go.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Home the troops right.
Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Eckler will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown.
Sometimes offensive, you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Allen. And that's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Allen. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Play action. It's Herbert. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, they certainly knew their challenges. This series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Now is 2nd and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21.
124 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Up the middle with Eckler. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 54 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. It's brought in by Harris. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. The kick by Bass is good, and that gets him back within 10. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts. And
keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And a pretty good burst there as he gets this across midfield and down to the 46. 157 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Now a give running left is Eckler. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down. Stay in bounds. Keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because That's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Here's 2nd and 3. A give, Eckler running to the right. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he will have a Charger 1st down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
On play action, Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And he's got it. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
As our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lead, yeah, a little extra on top.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Los Angeles, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Hey. I count this money, then I count my blessings. If I ever took an L, then it stood for lesson. I'm the one, ain't no second guessing. Tried to dim my light, but my soul fluorescent. Wait, I tried to stay, but depressing. I even prayed to God, he ain't get the message. I'm living in the present, they gon' feel my presence. You can't dim my light, cause I'm luminescent. I rose from the ashes of the section. I seen a stranger in my own reflection. I point the in my own direction. I would've did it for my own protection. Keep debating about the GOAT. I'm the one like 2, 3, 4, 5. How you playing both sides? How I made 1 million, 2 million multi. How I made 8 figures, 8 million 4 times. And I was underutilized the whole time. It's rigged. I guess they couldn't find a gold mine. You dig? The sheep sleep on me, but the ghost cosign. I stopped thinking about the future cause we got no time. The world changed. Damn. The world changed. Yeah, I tried and failed. I see my best friends jail, but betrayal was the real pain. Damn, the world changed.